I'd rate the 12-mile walk from Penarth to Berry Island as fish and chips, which you can get on the promenade. As with the eastern approach into Newport and Cardiff, there's a big detour away from the coast, around Berry's docklands and down to Berry Island itself, which, actually, is no longer an island. There's a train station in Berry Island, which means it's ideally situated as a start or end point for a day out walking along the Wales coast path. If you're on a longer walk, you can take a break here, enjoying the beach at Whitmore Bay. You can enjoy a game of bingo or other amusements in one of the arcades. In the BBC show Gavin and Stacey, this is where the character Nessa works.
Red mushy pea and white 70, blue 4 and 9, 14 and 20. Red dancing queen 17, blue 4 and 8, 48. Mushy pea number 3, yellow 30, 30.
There's great views from the Nels Point Coast Watch station. As you can see, the area is quite popular, and for good reason. If you're walking down from Penarth, you'll pass Lavernock, where in 1897 Marconi transmitted the first radio signal across open sea to Flatholm Island. There's also Sully Island, which you can walk out to at low tide, but make sure you check the times for high and low tide beforehand for safety reasons. Which brings us to the tip for this episode. Before I venture off the Wales coast path, down to any of the beaches or bays that I might see, I always make sure I've checked the timetables for high and low tides beforehand. This issue of the South Wales Echo has reports of 2 people being surrounded by water while taking pictures in Southern Down. They were waist deep by the time the Coast Guard got there, and the reports that they would have been washed away 5 minutes later. It also has reports of another rescue from Sully Island, which you just saw, where people had been cut off from the incoming tide. Some of them waded to shore, but as Justin Cotter, watch officer at Swansea Rescue Coordination Centre, says, this was an extremely dangerous attempt. A small amount of water can take you off your feet and wash you out into deep water. So, once again, always check tide times. So that's the big house then.
Yeah.
The other one was the toilets.
Yeah, no, I did know there was a proper big house here, like an old one, not a toilet block.
The 52-room Victorian-era Dufferin House, about 6 miles from Berry Island, is now in the care of the National Trust and open to the public. Along with the 55 acres of gardens, it makes for a great side trip. Next episode, the cliffs above Llantwit Major.